And please use the microphone, yeah.
Por favor, utilicen el micrófono.
Hola, Manuel, buenas noches. Isaac Escalera
Well,
para la cadena
good
COPE, el
evening.
partidazo. ¿Qué le ha pasado al Betis? La
What
diferencia de la
happened to
grandísima primera
Betis?
parte y la
What
segunda
the
parte,
difference between the
pues, que le
great
ha costado
first half they
mucho y el
played and the
Chelsea ha pasado
second
por
half
encima. ¿Qué le ha
that they
pasado?
really
¿Cómo ha podido cambiar
struggled
un equipo tanto?
and Chelsea annihilated them? What happened to the team? Well, we played a great first half. When we scored a goal, we had a couple more clear chances to make it, to score more goals. But then Chelsea in the second half, they were conditioned, well, we were conditioned by injuries from up there, for example, who was creating a lot of danger on the left side. But that we started seeing a difference in the game there, because we couldn't hurt Chelsea anymore, and we started being hurt by Chelsea there, so and we couldn't reverse that.
Hola Manuel, buenas noches. Mateo González de ABC. La pregunta es doble.
Question is double question. What do you thought about the fan? What do you think about the fans? And I wanted to ask you if this means some kind of learning for the club for subsequent editions. Well, the fans have been incredible. The support for the team has been undeniable the whole time during the game, during the first half, and even after the defeat. So all I can say is thank you. So this is what hurts us the most, not being able to give them this title, which they deserved as fans. And the second question was? What it means for the club. Well, this is going to be a learning stage for the club. Well, no, of course. We've managed to qualify for Europe for the next season, and we try to build our squad in order to be competitive in all the tournaments we play in. And of course, I have to say that injuries today, really cost us trouble. We had a few injured players that couldn't play today, and with a team as powerful as Chelsea, that's always going to be hurtful.
Ya queda menos, ¿no? Para la siguiente edición en Europa, en la UEFA
we are closer to the next edition of the European campaign for Chelsea. Do you think you can reach that final in the Europa League next year? Do you trust your squad? Do you trust Betis to be able to repeat their presence to a European final next year? Well, for Betis, reaching a final and being classified for Europe next year is already quite a feat, quite an achievement. So we'll have to work day by day. I don't think we should start thinking about the Europa League final, but we need to structure our squad again in order to be able to compete, like I said, in every competition. But of course, the most powerful the squad, the more chances we have to go far in Europe and just keep being competitive in the league. So we've played a really good season overall. Unfortunately, we couldn't win this final title, and we will start working from tomorrow to try to structure the team for the next season. Mr. Pellegrini, is this a step backwards in the growth of the club, do you think? Can you take any learnings from tonight's final? What can you say to the fans? Like I said, we played a really good first half, and in the second half they were better, and they managed to make the goals that would make them win the final. I think we played a season, I think a season in which we were qualified for Europe and we played a European final is a step forward, not a step backwards. I'm sure the fans are going to agree with us.
¿Cómo están los futbolistas
How are
después de
the
haber hecho una
footballers
tan
feeling
buena primera parte, que el equipo
after playing such a good
haya
first
sucumbido
half,
con esa diferencia en
and
el
to see the
marcador?
team
¿Qué
succumb
estado de
with
ánimo se
such
le
a
ha
big
quedado al
difference?
equipo? Y
I don't
si
know
de
what's
cara a
the
la próxima
mood in the
temporada
dressing room,
habría que
and
pensar
maybe
en reforzar
towards
también
next season, maybe we
mucho la
should be
defensa,
thinking
pues son
about
demasiados goles
reinforcing the
encajados en
defense
este tramo
very
final
much, because
de
we have
temporada, ¿no? Aparte
conceded
del
many
partido de hoy.
goals at the end of the season, don't you think? Well, of course, the whole squad is really feeling really bitter. They're not happy at all. We couldn't maintain what we did in the first half. I have to say that Abde and Ricardo Rodriguez being injured caused us a lot of trouble for the second hand. We suffered a lot with Neto and Palma, two players who play in that sector. So we were causing them trouble with Abde, but he suffered an ankle sprain, and we had to substitute him. So reaching a final and playing a final against a rival that was superior to us was really good, but still we should be proud about what the kind of final we played, and the rest is football.
Yeah.
Para una pregunta más, por favor, espere a que llegue el micrófono.
Mundo Betis y Mundo Deportivo. Quería preguntarle si cree que la
I'd
clave
like to
del
ask
partido
you
estuvo
if the
en los
key for the
banquillos,
game
digamos, cada vez que hacía un cambio el Chelsea aparecía un jugador
were the
de
substitutions.
muchísimos millones de euros.
Every time we saw a substitution from Chelsea, we saw a player that cost many million euros, and etc. And do you think that could be that made the final not be level? We all know the kind of squad that Chelsea has, but I think our two substitutions were due to injury. I have to insist in that. We created quite a lot of trouble through that left-hand side. That's where we scored the goal. But injuries, unfortunately, did not let us keep playing at the same level we were playing before. So we played with this. We reached the final with this squad, and we will try to make an even better squad for next year.